Spencer Lazara, MMAinterviews.tv, post-fight here at RFA 9 alongside the champ. Mr. Pedro Munhoz, impressive performance, really dictated the pace there, controlled the cage, did everything you wanted to do, I would say, right?
Yeah, I'm so happy for my performance. For sure, I was, you know, my strategy was, I was training for different styles, so the ring was too sleeper, but it's not skills. Jeff Curran is a very tough opponent. He fights so well, he's really tough, he's really good at jiu-jitsu, and he punches hard too, but I was all the time, you know, checking his jab and trying to put in my combination, also my elbows, and I did a lot of damage to his face. I saw round by round, and I won by unanimous decision, but I don't know, they put a split decision. I was all those 5 rounds on top, I put him down all rounds, but I'm feel happy right now, and looking forward to fight again.
I know you work really hard on all your game, all aspects of your game there at Black House, but man, you were able to actually out-wrestle him. Is that something you expected, that you would be the guy on top in this fight? You know, he's a pretty legit wrestler, has a wrestling background a little bit. Did that surprise you at all?
I didn't know about that. Thank you for letting me know. I'm black belt in jiu-jitsu, and also I'm a brown belt in judo, so a long time ago I trained, you know, stand up and all those takedown skills. But also I have been training so long with Kenny Johnson, wrestling every day, so that's why, you know, I get better every fight.
He was able to land that jab a little bit, but, you know, really you were able to stifle just about everything else, and, you know, talk about mixing it up in there and like I said, really controlling the cage.
Yeah, I saw his couple fights. He has a really nice jab in overhand. I was expecting that jab and then overhand too. And I was, you know, try all the time to put him against the cage. But I know his game, always when you go against the cage, he check, and then he throw the left hook. It's very dangerous, and also the knee. So he touched me, I think a couple times the knee, but I was, you know, my chest, not my face. But he's really tough opponent, you know. I was super excited to fight him.
He's obviously a UFC vet, so doesn't that give you a lot of confidence, so you feel like you're ready now to step in the octagon with the best?
I hope so, I hope so. I want to talk with my manager right now, and let's see what's the next step. And I hope it's going to be the UFC, or if not, I'm going to keep always training really hard to get better every fight.
How's the weight cut for you, and is this a home for you? Do you feel like there's a potential to possibly move down in weight? What do you think about that?
So right now I feel super strong and happy to fight at 135. I walk around like a 158, 155, but I fought like 5 weeks ago in RFA 8, I think. I fought in Milwaukee against Mead Jackson. I submitted him first round by guillotine choke, and then after that fight, I was trying to keep my weight low. So this time it was better to cut away, but I don't have I want to keep to fight at bantamweight.
Who do you think are the best guys, and really who you would want to challenge yourself against moving in potentially to the UFC?
Yeah, UFC, they have a lot of good fighters. Right, Faber is really good, so the Brazilian guy, Renan Barão, Dominic Cruz, McDonald, they have a lot of...
You feel like you can compete with those names, though?
Oh, yeah, sure. You know, so that I told you, I'm going to come back to the gym next week and training harder, you know, to go in the UFC and try to beat those guys.
Gina mentioned to me that you have a little one on the way. Is that your first child? And talk about, you know, getting this fight and maybe taking some time off and spend it with your child.
So my wife, she's pregnant right now, so in 2 weeks it's gonna be 6 months. But my family is gonna come in, and for sure I'm gonna enjoy. I'm gonna have a girl, and my mom is coming to Brazil because I'm not gonna stop training. So I'm gonna put the stitch in my eyes, and Wednesday I'm gonna be at the gym again, shadow box, punching. And I'm so excited to my next fight.
No sparring for a while.
Maybe next week.
All right, man. Anything else you want to say?
I want to say thank you first to the Lord. You know, that's my rock. That's training my hands for the war, my fingers for the battle. And my teammates, Black House Kings MMA, my coach, Rafael Cordero, Kenny Johnson, my wife. my family, all my friends, and everybody was here today. Enjoy the show. I thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys very much. Sorry.
I definitely enjoyed it. Pedro Munhoz, keep an eye on this man. Guaranteed in the octagon at some point very soon.
Hey, this is Ariane Celeste.
This is Uriah Faber.
This is Glover Teixeira.
This is Dan Henderson. You're watching MMA Interviews.
MMA Interviews.
You're watching MMAinterviews.tv.